Now turn up.
What up is Marcus, and this is Jackson. We're going to be going through the top 12 wide receivers of 2021, and we had a little bit of drama in the Dynasty Dads Football League. So, we do have an opening right now. I did message one or two of you guys to get into that opening. All it is in Patreon is literally the entry fee is basically $6 a month. You do the $6 a month, at least minimum of Patreon support. You get to be a part of the league. We're going to do some giveaways and stuff as well. Right, Jackson? Yeah. Will you pay $6 to be a part of the league? Maybe. Maybe he'll be the 12th. I'm just kidding. We're already about almost halfway through the Dynasty draft in 30 rounds. If you want to know what the team is, I mean, it's a good team. We're literally just doing a startup. So, number 12, Mr. Terry McLaurin. I think Terry McLaurin, and we'll go always 12 to 7, and then we'll talk about the drama, and then we'll go 6 through 1. Terry McLaurin, I think he's going to have a really good year this year. We talked about Ryan Fitzmagic. I think Terry McLaurin's going to have a step up here. I really think the end of this that wide receiver one, I think he's going to be 12, right around that spot. I think he's going to have a really good season. I think Curtis Samuel's going to have a good season as well. I think just even you talk about Washington's just core four, Antonio Gibson, Logan Thomas, and the two wide receivers. I think you're going to have really good production out of those four guys. Number 11 is going to be Chris Godwin. I would like to have him higher. I think this is just not going to be this is not going to be the highest I think he's going to finish in the rest of his career. I think he's going to have better seasons, but I think Antonio Brown, I think you have Antonio Brown, all three tight ends. You have a lot of different weapons there. Giovanni Bernard, I think he's going to have a better year in the future, but I think 11 is a really good spot for him. Number 10 is going to be A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown would be much higher if we didn't know his knee issues. That really concerns me. I mean, I had a bold prediction saying that he could be the number one overall wide receiver. I still think he could be, even with Julio Jones there. But the biggest issue that he's going to have is going to be injuries, and he needs to stay healthy. He really does. Talking about a guy that has had injuries both years and has finished over 1,000 yards. He was a really good wide receiver for the 14 games he played. Number 9, and by the way, he was hurt last year in the beginning of the season as well. So number 9, Keenan Allen. I think this is just going to be a target monster here. You're talking about a guy that, yes, I understand that Austin Eckler is going to be there. That's going to cause some problems, but Herbert's going to have plenty of yards to give around. Yes, Mike Williams is there. Yes, you have Palmer there. You have Hunter Henry. I almost said Hunter Henry. You have Jared Cook there. You have Donald Perham. You have these guys, Trey McKitty. But yeah, these guys are not going to be the guys that are going to be taking a ton of yards and targets away from Mr. Keenan Allen. Number 8, and this is probably low for a lot of you, and you might be disappointed in this, but you want your foot? You want your foot? This is Justin Jefferson territory. I think he's going to have a similar year as last year, maybe a little bit down for maybe yards and stuff. I think he's excellent. But I think Justin Jefferson is not going to be a top. He could be. I could be wrong, but I think this is a good spot for him. I think wide receiver 8 in his sophomore year is excellent. But I don't think he's even going to be the best sophomore wide receiver, which you'll see that a little bit later here. Number 7, DK Metcalf. Again, DK Metcalf, wide receiver 1 beginning half of the last year, and just slowed down tremendously. I think they're going to get back on track, and I think DK Metcalf he's a human that's really hard to stop. We're going to go through 6 through 1. We're going to talk about the drama of the Dynasty League. We had an owner that basically stood up for me. We were doing a slow draft. So we're doing 2 hours and we went down to an hour draft. And basically this owner was like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. And said it in terms that were like, okay, well, just get your auto draft ready. Oh, I'm not ready for auto draft. Okay, well, then the pick was made. The pick was already in. I think it was Kirk Cousins. It was later in Superflex, and he's like, I don't want Kirk Cousins. And simply, I posted and said, hey, I'm willing to replace your player. I'm willing to undo that pick. There's 2 picks that went after him. And he's like, okay, I want Robert Woods. And I thought, hey, we're done. We're good. That settled everything. And then basically, a guy was like, yeah, be happy that we changed your pick like you wanted. It shouldn't be a big deal. And he flipped out and then started swearing a part of the league. And I was like, okay, well, that's not very nice. And then he wanted everyone else to apologize and not himself, which I was confused and frustrated in that. And he messaged me a million times. And I was like, all right, well, if you're having any other issues, then come to me. Well, people are not, they don't forget about this. Then that was yesterday. And today happens. And then somebody says, what was it? It was something a little small, and he got all pissed off again at somebody else and calls out, "Oh, he's mean to me now. Like, this is ridiculous." I'm like, "Stop, grow up. Like, have a thicker skin. Like, we're just bantering like a little bit of banter. Like, if you can't deal with a little bit of banter, by the way, don't be a part of our league." And so then immediately, a trade is proposed to him, accepts it, then gets out of the league, which is ridiculous. Thank goodness the trade got revoked back, because you literally accepted a trade and then bolted out of the league and then deleted the Patreon pledge immediately. I was like, you are a douchebag. I mean, you know who you are. Like, that is a douchebag move to accept a trade when you already told me before, hey, you need to potentially find a replacement, and then get out of the league and then delete Patreon basically off me immediately. And I was like, okay, like maybe let's have a conversation, but literally I'm stuck at work. I'm doing work. It's like, I'm pissed at this person, not very happy. You know who you are. You don't have to comment. You just know who you are. We're finding a replacement for you. That's how I think. And I'm not going to sugarcoat things. If I think you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. Like, if I think you're in the wrong, then that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, then too bad. Like, I'm the commissioner of the league, and what I end up saying goes. We have guidelines I literally wrote up a contract. If I feel like so-and-so is being a dick or whatever, I can literally boot them from the league. Like, that is part of the thing. But no one was really being a dick. No one was being a problem. Oh, somebody just picked. Oh, Tyrell Williams. Okay, cool. Somebody got to pick Tyrell Williams in the 15th round. Number 6, CeeDee Lamb. And I think CeeDee Lamb is going to have an excellent year. This is the sophomore number 1 wide receiver. CeeDee Lamb is amazing. And I think that his talent is going to show out here. I think Dak's going to have a wonderful year. I think CeeDee Lamb is the guy to definitely, he's just going to be amazing. He's going to be amazing. Number 5 is Hopkins. I think Hopkins is going to be excellent. I think when it comes to a guy who is basically top 6. Oh, now Amari Rodgers. No, somebody just took Amari Rodgers. I'm coming up in like 2 picks. So I think DeAndre Hopkins is like a guaranteed like top 7, 8 wide receiver when healthy, and as long as he's healthy, number 5. Number 4, and this is pretty easy. I can go through this pretty quickly, but number 4, Calvin Ridley. I think Calvin Ridley is going to have a ton of targets. You're going to talk about the Julio replacement. Calvin Ridley is a top 4 wide receiver without Julio, and you're going to see that, and you're going to see Kyle Pitts have I think a decent year as well. And number 3 is going to be Stephon Diggs. I think he's going to have a touchdown, not regression. Whoa, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're going to have a touchdown, not regression. Progression? Yeah, we're going to have a touchdown progression. So we got Stephon Diggs. Oh, by the way, Stephon Diggs. Right there. Stephon Diggs. Right there. And we had that during the Minneapolis Miracle, and we did all like a slight little hail to Stephon Diggs. And then we lost to the Eagles. And then number 2 is going to be Tyreek Hill. Honestly, 2 and 1, you can flip-flop, but number 2 is Tyreek Hill. Number 1, Devontae Adams. Touchdown regression is probably going to happen. It doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is amazing, Devontae Adams. And this is coming from a Packer fan. This is coming from a Viking fan, not a Packer fan. Not a Packer fan. But he cannot be stopped. And it's like, I can even see, as a Viking fan, like, they're going to do this, and they can't stop it. It's like, when that happens, are you going to eat my finger? I want to eat Dad's finger. I'm hungry. All right, we hungry? All right, so McLaurin, Godwin, Brown, Allen, Jefferson, Metcalf, Lamb, Hopkins, Ridley, Diggs, Hill, Adams. All right, that's what we got. And again, if you want to be part of the league, we have that 1 spot available. I messaged out a couple people. We're going to be sending this here soon so you guys can join the league as possible. We are trying to find a replacement as we go. The longer you wait, the more rounds we might be just auto-picking. Sound good? All right, peace out. Take care.